Topic number one of the conversation here on tonight's show, and it is one that I'm really excited about. EA Sports is bringing back college football, the video game. It's coming back, and the last time we saw a fresh installment of the game, it was the 2013 NCAA college football game that had Denard Shoelace Robinson on the cover, the quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines. But then we had the Ed O'Bannon case that came in, and Tyrone Prothro, and pay for play, and image and likeness, and all of these different debates and conversations that hit the table. So with that happening, we had to do away with the college football game for quite some time. And though Madden was fun, 2K was fun, but it pales in comparison to NCAA college football. It pales in comparison to the EA Sports game, just because of the fact that we as people found ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and some of us financially, we found ourselves invested with this game. We found ourselves staying up late nights playing this game. We found ourselves flunking out of school playing this game. We found ourselves going through a number of different situations and circumstances because of this game and how much we love it, how much we were drawn to it, how much we were invested in it, how much this game really played a pivotal role in a lot of our lives. And according to Mr. Daryl Holt, who is the vice president and general manager of EA Sports, he told ESPN on Tuesday that the game is coming back. The game makers are bringing college football back to Electronic Arts Sports. Now, it will not be licensed by the NCAA. However, the game makers are working with the collegiate license company, so that they are putting together the building blocks and things of that nature to bring the game back soon. Now, there has not been a set date or a set time that the game will be released to be back, but it is coming back soon. It is making its way back soon, so that's big news. They're coming from one EA Sports, breaking this information to ESPN on Tuesday. Now, for me personally, in my life, I have owned a collection of EA Sports college football games. I had the 2002 game with, it was Chris Winkie on the cover, former Florida State quarterback. I mean, I had the 2003 game with former Oregon quarterback Joey Harrington on the cover. I had the 05 game with Larry Fitzgerald, University of Pittsburgh on the cover there. I didn't get 2006. I got 2007, so made up for that with getting Reggie Bush on the cover. But I had 2008 with Jarrett Zembransky, former Boise State quarterback, on the cover. And as of right now, I got 2010 with the former Texas running back Cedric Benson on the cover. But it was this game right here that made me think of college football from a business perspective, because, I remember when I would play, and I played with Alabama, I would take the generic Alabama coach and try to make him look as close to Nick Saban as possible. I would do that, and then I would take all of the players on the game, whether they would have generic names or they would just be named by their number. I would go in and change the entire roster around and give them the actual names that I saw playing on actual TV. I would give myself the hardest schedule, the hardest non-conference schedule, and play on Heisman just to test myself and bet on myself and make sure I'm not getting screwed. I was that person. But on top of that, when it came to Road to Glory mode, I created a receiver by the name of Chris Cole. I don't know what possessed me to do that. I had so many other great names in my mind, but I created a receiver by the name of Chris Cole, put him on Texas Tech. He was 6'9", 235 pounds, and when I went through the summer training process with him, running the 40-yard dash and doing the receiver skill drills, I was a 3-star recruit. Came out a 3-star prospect, but my boy Chris Cole, my creative player, 4-time national champion, four-time Biletnikoff Award winner. I won the Heisman my senior year. I had a trash quarterback, too, man. My quarterback was god-awful. How he could throw his deep balls. But Chris Cole made him look good. My wide receiver, Chris Cole, made my quarterback at Texas Tech, look really, really good there. So, I mean, I've played this game my entire life. And hearing the return of it, I'm juiced, I'm pumped up, I'm happy, I'm excited because like you as fans, whether you guys were children, teenagers, adults, you put a lot of effort, you put a lot of time into playing this game, and it taught you some things on heightened levels. But on yesterday, Twitter went crazy because upon the announcement of the game coming back, by EA Sports, everybody was asking, okay, so who should be on the cover? Who needs to be on the cover of this game since it's coming back? And there was one Alabama fan that did a PS4 cover with Devontae Smith on it, and the Bama Nation lost. You guys lost your marbles. You guys lost your marbles when you saw this cover. Everybody was quote tweeting it, retweeting it, sharing it, like DMing EA Sports going, make this happen. Put Smitty on the cover. Make it happen right now. You had fans going off. You had former players, Henry Ruggs III and Jedrick Wills saying this needs to happen. You had a current player in Trayshawn Holden, of whom said, if 6 ain't on the cover, I'm finna be 38 hot. I'm finna be big mad. Everybody was going bonkers when they saw this cover on screen of Devontae Smith for the new EA Sports college football video game there. And after the Devontae Smith cover came out, you had other suggestions. Somebody else suggested, well, let's have the cover with Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, and Jalen Hurts on there. Somebody else said, let's have the cover be Nick Saban and Paul Bear Bryant. And then somebody else said, let's have the cover be Big Al, an Alabama helmet, and the number 18, showing the 18 national championships. And then my man Mac Hereford said, bump all of that. Put Mac Jones on the cover. After the season that Mac Jizzle had, put Mac 10 on the cover of the EA Sports video game. But the cover of Smitty had everybody and their mama going, we got to buy this. Make this happen. Make it happen. Put the money on the table. Let this thing be done right here. But EA Sports college football video game making a return, making a comeback. Not sure the exact date of when it's going to come back because they did not release that, but the conversation's being had, the talk is being had, and according to Daryl Holt, the vice president and general manager for EA Sports, he said, the game makers, we are bringing the game back. We're already in the works of it. It's coming soon. I am amped up. But my question is, what new features could we see in this game? What new features? Could we see a feature where there's fans with masks on in the stands? Like, I would like to know, what new features could we bring to the football game? What new enticing features could we see, especially with it not being licensed anymore by the NCAA? Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.